Hi everyone. Just wanted to record this quick video and show you why I'm so passionate about student rentals. We have a meeting and event coming up next week on November 26th that we're going to be discussing a great opportunity to invest in student rentals in Carleton University. And in this quick video, I just wanted to show you how the typical student rental investment works and how does that compare to the new way of investing in student rentals, which is purpose-built student rental apartment buildings. Um, the what I know and what I've been doing in the past few years myself and with clients is invest in student rental houses, which are typically single family homes that are broken into 6 bedrooms, and you have a variety of 5 or 6 bedroom houses. And what I'm really familiar with is the St. Catharines market, and it's still a great investment. So everybody who's invested in St. Catharines has made like a really good choice. Brock University is there, so a typical purchase price is $295,000 at this moment for 6 bedrooms, and they each rent for $450 a month, which is $2,700 per month. Heat and hydro and water on student rental would probably cost you about $450 a month. Maintenance is about $200 a month. Property management is typically 8 to 10% from your gross rents per month. So I'm basically teaching you here the basics of student rentals. I do like student rentals a lot, and I like them for the fact that um, you always have the same type of tenants. They cash flow really well, and it's quite predictable. But here's the caveat: you do have to have a nice house in the best location. Otherwise, you may run into some issues with tenants that are not desirable. So your cash flow is typically $700 to $900 per month on a student rental like that, and appreciation on those houses typically is um, about 3% on average. Sometimes more, sometimes less. I'm sorry, this is the first time I'm doing this video recording like that, and I'm having a bit of a challenge flipping through the screens, but bear with me. I think the message is more important. Okay, here we go. So, some of the concerns that you may have with student rental houses are, the student groups are dynamic. When you have a group of 6 people, things change, and sometimes you start students move and you have to fill the extra vacancy. The student turnover, obviously, every 2 or every 3 years, students graduate, and then you have to get a new group of 5 or 6 to fill your vacancy. There's obviously the renovations. Students are great. I love the kids, and they're great tenants. But when you have 5 or 6 people living in a house, obviously after 2 3 years, there is some wear and tear that you have to take care of. Potential licensing from the city is a big one. St. Catharines, at the moment, we don't have licensing for those rental accommodations, but obviously, in the next few years, this could or could not come into play. I know that cities like London and Waterloo, Guelph, Kitchener, they have licensing, or licensing is coming to those places. And your time and travel, St. Catharines is about an hour away, so you have to take this into account. And the big thing that is coming to student rentals everywhere is the purpose-built student renting. So, speaking of the purpose-built student rental housing, these are typically apartment buildings that are built right next to the campus, and students like them because it creates a bigger community for them to meet new friends, and they have awesome amenities. They have a little bit more privacy in terms of the units are either single student units or maybe two, maybe three, but typically not more than three. Having said that, there's also always and there will always be the demand for houses because some students would prefer to be in a house rather than in an apartment building. So those of us that have nice houses in the best locations around that university have nothing to worry about. These houses will continue to provide good accommodations, and the demand for them will be there. The people that need to be concerned with the purpose-built student rentals are the people that have the not so desirable houses in the not so desirable neighborhoods. They're going to see a harder and harder time getting students to rent from them. The project that we're going to be meeting on November 26th is the one for Carlton University in Ottawa. And this this is a spreadsheet of all of the available units. I just wanted to run you really quickly through some of the numbers so you have a good understanding of what to expect when you show up for the meeting and you know the numbers before the meeting. So let's take one unit, for example. It's a double occupant unit. And square footage is 495 square feet. Purchase price is $267,000. Down payment is 20%, so that's $53,000. Your monthly rent is $1,700, which makes it annual rent is $20,400. On your mortgage amount, your monthly mortgage is going to be $993. Annual property taxes, $3,228. Condo fees, $2,435. Your net cash flow per year, so this is your rent minus your expenses, is $2,824. The mortgage obviously gets paid down, so your mortgage pay down would be $5,718. Your net income, which is your cash flow plus your mortgage paid down, is $8,542. When you divide your net income, $8,542, you divide that by your down payment of $53,000, you come up with your annual return on investment is 15.88%, 15.9%, almost 16%. This is a simple calculation on how return on investment is calculated. It doesn't take into account appreciation. Appreciation typically on student rentals runs about 3% a year. But we're just to keep the numbers simple, we don't do appreciation. So what I always like about student rentals and what I like about this new way of investing in student rentals is that, like I said at the beginning, you know your tenants. The demand for student rentals is always high, and it goes even higher when the economy slows down. So you always have tenants, and in this particular case, it's all managed for you. So you never ever have to go to Ottawa. You never ever have to deal with tenants or look at the building or look at the apartment. It's all one unit and it's all professionally managed, top down. All you have to do is come up with the investment and watch that investment work for you year after year after year after year. The building will be managed, the students will be managed. It's a really, really awesome way of getting into a very stable market of tenants. So With this project, the offer that we have is a 3-year leaseback guarantee. So for the first 3 years, the property management company will rent that unit for you for free. There is free assignment if you decide that before the building is built, if you decide that you want to flip this and sell this to another investor, that's a free assignment, and the development levies are capped. What what the builder is also offering is a $10,000 credit on closing for the double rooms with one washroom, and $20,000 credit on closing for the double rooms with two washrooms. Um, and I'm just going to explain to you the deposit structure. Um, but before I do that, I have to mention to you that this building is it's not built yet, it's going to be built. It's a pre-construction, so this is the best time to get into something like that, because you're getting the lowest price possible when you purchase pre-construction. The deposit is $3,500 on signing. The balance up to 5% is due in 30 days, and then 0.5% per month of your purchase price for the next 20 months, and then 5% on occupancy, and obviously you arrange your mortgage with whatever financial company you like dealing with, or a mortgage agent. So, without repeating myself too much, student rentals, and especially this particular project, you don't ever have to worry about management, because the building is professionally managed. You don't have to visit the unit. Um, it's just an investment. You're not managing the unit. You're not managing the tenants. You are just an investor, and you don't have to deal with students or vacancy, and you don't get the phone calls, because that's what the management company will do. This is a one-day event, especially for the club and for club members. Um, you can see more information on our meetup page. If you go to meetup.com, you can, on meetup, you can look for Real Estate Investments Club, or for the Real Estate Network Toronto Club. I just wanted for you to be prepared with the numbers and with the general idea of what student rental investment looks like before you show up. So you have this information, um, and, and, and you understand the numbers. And when you come to the meeting, there's going to be a couple of presenters. They're going to be talking about Ottawa, the university, the building, and basically educate you on this whole side of um, stuff that I didn't talk about in this video. But it's going to be awesome, and I hope to see you on November 26th. And I hope that some of you are going to see, the awesome possibility with this way of investing and making some really, really good and predictable returns in real estate. For the Real Estate Network Toronto, this is Todd Riordanov, and I hope to see you on November 26th. Have an awesome day.